There. My name is Mr. Liu, and I teach chemistry at St. Mary's College High School, and this is my course introduction video. So, to go over our agenda for this video, I'm going to talk about a little bit about myself, and then go into my role and the Lasallian Catholic Mission. Um, I'm going to give a brief course overview, targeted learning outcomes for every 4 weeks for the first term, and then a brief overview of the second term. And then I'll go into grading and assessments, rigor with redemption, and successful habits of scholarship. So, a little bit about myself. I am a Bay Area native. I was born in South San Francisco. I've moved a lot around during my life, but I am very happy to be back. Um, I have a Bachelor's of Science from the Florida Gulf Coast University in biochemistry and a Master's of Science in chemistry from the University of San Francisco. For my professional background with regards to teaching, I performed a teaching assistantship during graduate school, and 2025 is my first year teaching. As for my role and our mission as a science teacher and member of our science department, I relish sharing my love for the sciences and implementing our Lasallian core principles to build students' communicative competence to participate in scientific communities at home and around the globe. Um, Chemistry itself is a preparative course for the advanced study of science in our everyday lives, in which students will drive inquiry through the scientific method, engage with laboratory work, and experience data collection, think both conceptually and mathematically about everyday experiences, and develop proficiency in scientific communication. As for our targeted learning outcomes for the first trimester, weeks 1 to 4 involve learning the scientific method, uh, different conversions between different units of measurement, expression of numbers in scientific notation, proper significant figures being reported for accurate measurements, and using those significant figures to provide proper and effective calculations. Learning and distinguishing the differences between pure substances and mixtures, and learning about the building blocks of matter, which are atoms. From for weeks 5 to 8, they will learn about the interactions between electrons and light, write complete and abbreviated electron configurations, or gain that capability for all elements. They will observe periodic trends like the atomic radius and electronegativity, learn Coulomb's law and how it relates to chemical bonding, and complete a climate chemistry project during weeks 5 to 8. Weeks 9 to 12, students will memorize specific individual and polyatomic ions. They'll get familiar with bonding, understand valence shell electron pair repulsion, or rather VSEPR, learn about polarity and how to differentiate polar molecules. We will discuss intermolecular forces, or IMFs, and observe heat transfer and the change of states of matter. As for the second trimester, uh, this is just a brief overview of each unit that they will go through. Unit 7, chemical reactions and chemical equations. Unit 8, stoichiometry, moles, gas laws. Unit 9, reaction types and limiting reactants. Unit 10, thermochemistry, solution chemistry, and acids and bases. And Unit 11, redox reactions, electrochemistry, and chemical equilibrium. Grading and assessments. There are graded labs and occasional quizzes. There will be summative assessments between certain units, not between every unit. Grading is primarily based on student mastery of these 5 standards: synthesis, analysis, content knowledge, mathematical routines, and communication. Rigor with redemption. Our St. Mary's rigor with redemption policy promotes equity through accurate, bias resistant, and motivational grading and assessment. Chemistry students who work to correct misunderstandings on topics covered on earlier summative assessments are encouraged to demonstrate and be recognized for their increased understanding through retake assessments. Retakes will be held within 1 week of the return of the original assessment. Student eligibility for retakes is predicated on regular homework completion and participation in A block, and grades for retakes completely replace those for earlier summative assessments, whether they're higher or lower than the original. Uh, as for successful habits of scholarship, all I ask is that students arrive to class on time with all course materials accessible. They participate fully and complete all of the homework, and they attend A block if necessary to seek clarification, enrich themselves, complete homework, study, or gain advice related to future science studies. Please email me with at least 24 hours in advance for any additional needs or requests for support. But if there are any questions, please send them to my email whenever you uh, find convenient. Thank you for watching.